Будет слышно вообще? Звук. Его слышно. Там его что-то микрофон.
Good evening, dear students, dear parents. Welcome to Rus Education. Today we have Perm State Medical University. We welcome all the representatives of Dean Office for Foreign Students. I would welcome the Head of Department for International Education, Cherkasova Vera, the Head of Education and Methodological Office, Muraviev Sergei, the Deputy Head of Department of International Education, Troinich Yana, Deputy Head of Department of International Education, Dr. Vikas Saxena. We also have amongst us document expert Kozlova Tatiana, Deputy Head of Department of International Education, Aborin Andrei, document expert Boroviek Yana, Head of Department of International Contacts and Communications, Efimova Tatiana. So I welcome all the representatives of Department of International Education of Perm State Medical University. As we all know, Perm State Medical University is one of the leading medical universities of Russia. With a history of 100 glorious years, Perm State Medical University is a leading name in providing medical education to foreign students, not only from India, but from other countries as well. I invite to speak the Head of Department of International Education, Ms. Cherkasova Vera Georgievna. Madam, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon, dear colleagues, dear Indian friends, dear our future students, and dear parents. As you know, and as you can feel from our previous videos, we love our university very much. We love Perm City and University, Perm State Medical University very much, because it is not only the biggest, the greatest, and the most famous medical university in Russia, but this is a big family, our family, and now more than 5,000 students at Perm Medical University, including about 2,000 foreign students, Our former students come back to university as a worker. For example, 3 our colleagues graduated Perm State Medical University. We are very friendly, big family, and any problem we help to decide our student. You are welcome to Perm, to our family.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Vera Georgievna. It was a nice gesture from your side to show the collective of Perm State Medical University is so friendly for Indian students. They consider the student fraternity as their own family. So they are welcoming all the Indian students to study MBBS in Perm State Medical University, where you will get not only best medical education, but utmost care as a family member. So ma'am, I want to ask you a few questions. Did you graduate Perm State Medical University, and how did you begin to work here?
Yes, I graduated Perm State Medical Academy, now university, many years ago. I graduated it, and after graduation, I worked as a doctor in outpatient and inpatient departments in Perm and at Perm City. During my work, I continue this, of course. Thank you for help. Big family helped me. I continued my research and tutorial work, and in 2006 I was I became a doctor of medicine, and now I'm a doctor of neurologist, professor of neurology. Together with my colleagues, with my associate professors, we wrote more than 100 scientific articles and got 6 medical innovation patients. And also, very interesting, maybe for our future students and for parents also.
University, you have a chance to study your post-graduation curriculum there in various departments, or you can work as a doctor in various hospitals in Perm in Russia, and you can stay there also. And in future, if you want, you can be a part of the university by working there as a teacher or as an administrative job. Thank you, ma'am. And do you do any extra university activities in your professional life?
Of course, I have extra university activities. I continue consulting as a doctor neurologist in a special center of cognitive disorders, which organized by me and my colleagues in 2009 in Perm. And by the way, I would like to invite you to online participation to diagnostic procedure a patient with Alzheimer's disease or cerebrovascular disease, I don't know now, and I would like to invite you on September 30. On September 30, our next meeting will be.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So students, ma'am, as a head of international department, and she is also working as a doctor, consulting physician in various departments in the hospitals of Perm City. And ma'am, I would also like to ask you, what would you like to wish our future students?
For our future students, dear friends, I would like to say, don't afraid. Don't afraid. You're so young and active, positive. Our city and our university is very friendly, and our family very friendly. And I do understand that so difficult, rather difficult to decide. And very interesting moment some years ago. I faced such situation. My son decided to enter to state university abroad, and very difficult decision. And now everything is okay. He is a third year's student in other country. And, don't afraid, everything is possible. Welcome to Perm, welcome to our family. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. So students, this was our head of Department of International Education of Perm State Medical University. Perm State Medical University is very popular amongst Indian students. So we have been getting various questions from all over the students from all over India. So I would now ask a few questions that we received from Indian students. So I request the respective members of Dean Office to please address those questions. So the first question is, how university helps students to get visa and an extension of visa, because we all know students get a small visa while they enter Russian Federation, they get a visa for 3 months. So how university helps students to get this visa, and on reaching university, how university helps in extension of visa?
I think that I can reply. Good afternoon once again. So you know that all Indian students should have visa when they come to Russian Federation, no matter they are traveling or they are coming from educational process. So first of all, we prepare invitation letters for all students who got admissions and who is going to our university. We usually send these invitation letters to our partners, to Rus Education, and with the help of Rus Education, all our students get a visa in a very short period of time. It's a very fast process. We have special kind of application between Russia and India. That's why it's not so hard to get visa if you are Indian student. First visa is short, really it's just for 3 months. And when students come here, when they give all exams, pass entering exams, and we prepared special order for them that really now they are our students of our university. After this, we can make new visa for them. This visa will be for 1 year, and each year we should make a new one. So 1 year, one new visa. Also, in some cases, for example, if students get a new passport or lost passport and then get a new one, we should renovate and make new visa again. That's why sometimes we should prepare new invitation letters, but it's also not a big problem. We have a passport visa officer, like a part of our international department, and this officer always help us to prepare all documents in a short period of time. That's why don't be afraid. It's not so hard. It's not difficult to get visa in Russian Federation. And I want to add some moments that all people who are going here should also have HIV negative test and some medical documents. But I know that your education always help in this procedure, and they help to organize all medical checkups for our students.
Thank you, ma'am. So all Indian students, you should not be afraid of any visa formalities. Perm State Medical University has their own passport visa officer who helps in giving you visa invitation letters. And on your first arrival, Rus Education will help you to get your visa stamped in your passport. And for your further extensions in the university, they have a provision where all guidance will be given and all your visas will be extended through the university. In case you change your passport due to various reasons, it can be a passport damage, it can be a lost passport, or passport has expired and you issue a new passport. So then also you have to get a fresh visa in which the university will be fully cooperative. Thanks a lot, ma'am. So another question is how university arranges extracurricular activities in the university.
So I guess I can answer to this question. University has a big variety of extracurricular activities. Students can participate in theoretical and practical conferences, scientific and active organizations, student societies. For example, we have volunteer society, so Indian students participated. They went to kindergartens, they went to hospitals to help people there. And what else? Also, students can join student special clubs. For example, we have vocal studio, and we also, like, students can join special dancing club, and we have different kinds of dancing. For example, our trainer is Svetlana Milovanova. She can teach you and help you how to, for sure, you know how to dance it. It's called Natrank, yes. What else? The most important is that our university celebrates and organizes traditional holidays of India. It's Diwali and Holi. All students can participate, and it's very good. Even if you if you can dance or sing, or even if you can't do it, you can join it. So you're welcome, and you will not feel boring here at all.
Thank you, ma'am. So for the students, I want to inform you that Perm State Medical University not only aims at providing you just with medical education, they take the responsibility of your overall development. And for overall development, you need to not only study, but participate in extracurricular activities. So you have ample opportunities to participate, say in sports, say in various cultural activities, including vocal clubs, they have dance clubs. So you have ample amount of opportunities. Along with that, Perm State Medical University takes care of your traditions also. So they help you in celebrating your festivals like Diwali, Holi, and other festivals, Indian festivals, while your stay in Perm State Medical University. So I think I should thank you all for this opportunity that is being given to the students to take part in extracurricular activities. Ma'am, next question is, are there any clinical exchange programs in different countries?
Yes, good afternoon. I'd like to see you. I'm responsible for exchange programs at the university. First, I must say that we have developed programs of academic mobility for professors, researchers, and students as well. You can go for exchange abroad within the programs and within the programs which we have with foreign universities. For instance, we have agreements with more than 40 universities abroad. So I can give some examples. For instance, if you are interested deeply in cardiovascular surgery, you can go as a student to have practice for 1 month or more to the University of Essen in Germany. If you are interested in oncology, you can use our links with the University of Oncology in the city of Naples in Italy, and so on. But I must say that the most popular program for students is the program of International Federation of Medical Students Association. It was organized in 1951, so it is rather old. It is more than 70 years, and it includes the National Associations of Medical Students of 125 countries. So annually, about 13,000 students all over the world can participate in this program. We have several sections. For instance, it is the section of professional exchanges, when the student can go and have extra knowledge in clinical aspect. The other section is the section of research exchanges. So first you must write a plan of your research in the at the university abroad, and you will be able to work in laboratories of the university or university clinic. So Indian students as well as Russian students participate in these programs. They first must pass certificate exam in English to have to know about the level of their English, and then they can choose the country to go for clerkship. I must say that they, as far as Indian students, some of them graduated from English schools in India, so their English is excellent, and they are the first to choose the country. So this is the privilege of Indian students in exchange programs. So of course it is a very interesting aspect of our activity, and you, of course, will be able to participate in these programs.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So Perm State Medical University provides excellent opportunities because they have tie-ups with various universities across the globe, say it Europe or North or South America or other universities. So students can go for student exchange programs. They also have teacher exchange, the faculty exchange programs where teachers from other universities also visit Perm State Medical University. So students will have ample amount of opportunities to get selected in these international programs. So thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you. And I also wanted to ask, like we talked about celebrating Indian culture there. So how the university helps students to get acquainted with the Russian culture? Suppose if they are going to a new university, a new place, a new country. So how university helps students to get acquainted with Russian culture?
Okay, if you want know more about Russian culture, our university will help you. Firstly, there are lots of festivals and conferences where you can taste our dishes, wear our clothes, sing our songs, or know more about our city from foreign students who live here a long time. Also, you can take part in different flash mobs or events where you get a new experience and emotions. Yes, for example, you can read poetry in Russian language. Every year, our students participate in celebrations of our national holidays, maybe Maslenitsa. It is a day when people say goodbye to winter and hello to spring. They row horses, they play games, eat pancakes, and at the end of the day, they burned a man of straw. And people believe that all bad things burn with it. Secondly, you can visit some of interesting places in Perm, for example, Paleontological Museum. There you can see dinosaur and mammoth skeletons and get acquainted with the history of the Perm region. If you're interested in art, you should definitely visit the Perm Art Gallery. And of course, theaters. Opera and ballet theater, theater of drama, theater of Umosta, where you can watch mystical performances. Each of you can choose what you like.
Thank you so much. So all the students, you have a chance to get acquainted with the Russian culture. Students who are studying in Perm State Medical University, they are taken on city tours by university representatives. You can also celebrate Russian festivals while studying at Perm State Medical University. Yes, ma'am has told you about a festival, Maslenitsa, which is very much similar to our Indian festival of Holi, where they also burn effigies. They also celebrate that they are saying goodbye to the winters and they are welcoming the spring season. Just like in India, we celebrate Holi. And you can taste various Russian dishes. Yes, you can, if you are interested in art, you can visit Russian art gallery. There are various museums and drama theaters and whatever you like. So it all depends on your choices. But Perm State Medical University provides you with ample opportunities to get acquainted with Russian culture, Russian history, and Russian art. So thanks a lot, ma'am. The students are very much concerned, or the parents usually they are concerned that the students are going so far from them. And what university initiatives are taken regarding student health? So can you just throw a brief light on this? So what initiatives are being taken by university regarding student health?
Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, each and every student have on medical policy. At the time of arriving, we are providing them. In this policy, every treatment is free of cost. In case of emergency, they can call by self ambulance also, or our administrator or senior students helping them regarding this. So throughout the year, they can treat free of the year. This policy is valid all over the Russia. So we know very well the parents' main concern is health and everything. So I just want to say nothing to worry. So if any emergency, this policy definitely help.
Okay, so all the students who are going to study medicine in Perm State Medical University will be provided with a compulsory medical policy, right? The insurance policy, right? Medical insurance policy. So what does this help? That it helps you in getting treatment, in getting any kind of medical support throughout the year. So medical policy is valid for 1 year, and it is valid all over Russia. So if you are traveling somewhere, so then also your policy will be valid. Plus, university has special doctors who visit the hostels, especially for Indian students. So in case you are sick or you need any medical attention, you can definitely approach them. And in case of any emergencies, uh, 03, right? Dr. Vikas, if I am wrong, just correct me. 03, you can call on 03 and you can get medical ambulance help so that you can be taken to the hospital and immediate care can be given to you. So for your health conditions, you need not worry about it. You are going in a place full of doctors, and good care will be taken of all the students as family members. Thank you for that. And I would also ask you, what documents need to be submitted in university, and can we get the documents back in the middle, suppose if they are needed?
Oh, it's my favorite question. Let's start from beginning. If you are just first year student, what documents you should have to join our university? If you are just first year student, you should have your school mark sheet, 10th and 12th certificates, and you should submit them with translation to our entering commission. We had a meeting with the head of entering commission, and I'm absolutely sure that you may find this video in Instagram or maybe in YouTube canal of Russian Education. And head of our entering commission explained everything in details about what kind of photos you should bring, what kind of mark sheets, what kind of translation, and so on. So, but in general, it's your school document. Usually, Earth Education helps with translation of these materials and with your photos and other things. Now let's speak about situations when students can leave university. There can be many different reasons. For example, it can be medical reason, condition of the health. We all are people. We understand that all of us can be ill in some situations, and what to do if a student is ill. Best variant in that case to take an academic leave. It's break for 1 year, and it's just like a gap. For example, you are third-year student. No, not you, just in general. Yeah, third-year student. Third-year student is ill. He can take academic leave and continue his study after 1 year, again in the third year. So it's just a gap, but we should be sure that person is really ill in that case, so he should provide any medical document, any medical document. Second variant that sometimes some problems inside of family can. We also understand this. We all are people. Sometimes there can be family problems, problems with money, problems with relatives, and so on. It also can be a reason for academic leave. It's another reason, but all our students can write an application that I have some family issues, family problems, and take an academic leave, again, gap of 1 year. In that case, in case of academic leave, students can continue education after that without any problems. Just come here, write to us, we will make an invitation letter, and continue to study. Second variant, if students want to transfer from one university to another university. For example, there is a student from Moscow and he wants to transfer into Perm State Medical University. In that case, students should send us academic document that is called in Russian academic spravka, where all subjects are mentioned that we studied. We will compare our programs, and if our programs are the same, if everything is fine, we can give documents that we are ready to take, transfer the student from another university, and student just can join our Perm State Medical University. We have some students that changed university right just 2 days ago, in fact, and they came to Perm from another city. And the last variant, when student expelled from university, no matter from our university or from another university. There can be different reasons for rustication. We all understand that a medical profession is very hard. All doctors should study a lot, lots of material. All our students should be hardworking. Sometimes students don't take it seriously in first courses. They will understand it later. That's why if student understands that he has debts, he has some problems in studying, and he can't study, he can write about rustication himself. He can prepare application letter that he wants to leave university himself. It's one variant, and it's best variant because it gives chance for the student to come back easily next time. For example, when he will prepare, when he solves all problems, he can just write an application that please take me back, and we will compare everything, and everything fine, we can take the student back. If university rusticates student, if university expels student, it's another situation, not pleasant for us. We don't like to do it, but sometimes we have to do it because of different reasons. In that case, students can't join our university. It will be a bigger problem. And in that case, students should enter to the first course again, and he can only continue studying from the first course.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the detailed information. So students, while getting your admission, you only need your school mark sheets. That is your 10th class mark sheets, 12th class mark sheets. And in case for the visa, you need your passport copy. So that those are the basic documents that you require. All the translations and your attestations by Ministry of External Affairs, apostille stamp will be done by Rus Education. So you need not worry about any documentation procedure. Rus Education will help you in confirming your admission and all the formalities regarding your documentation. So if you want to take admission, you can contact a student helpline number 1800-833-3338, and we will help you out. And in case you have any problems then we have discontinue your studies at any point of time, you can always write an application to the dean office, and they will give you back your documents which they have taken at the time of your admission. So thank you, ma'am. I also want to ask how students can approach to the university.
To approach to the university, we have an exclusive partner, Rus Education. So by Rus Education, they are expert in counseling. They are helping visa assist, and they are helping all documentation, apostille, and so and so. So if student want to get admission from State Medical University, they can contact direct to the Rus Education. They will help in the whole formalities, and they can get admission from State Medical University.
Okay, thank you. So Rus Education will provide you with admission, and you can always call our expert counselors. You can visit our website www.ruseducation.in, and you can locate your nearest office. You can also call on our student helpline number 1800-833-3338, and we will provide you with all the information regarding Perm State Medical University, and we will help you in confirming your admission and helping you in becoming a good doctor from a university of this reputation. Uh, I also want to ask, are there any city tours available by the university for the new students to get them acquainted with the city?
I think I can answer. University provides a city tour for new students. They can, like usually they do it by bus. For example, it's like excursion for all our buildings of our university. You can see hostels of our Indian students, and you also can, for example, if you don't know which shops or malls where you will go to buy food or clothes, you also can see it by this bus excursion. Also, Rus Education, like on their website, you can see online excursion about our places of interest, the most popular. For example, you can see the Gorky Park. What else? The Ballet and Opera Theater. It's very popular in our city. What else? The embankment, yes, of Kama River. So in this gallery, art gallery, yes. So in this website of Rus Education, you can see it online excursion. Also, we have bus tours like in Perm region. For example, one of the most popular where we went with our Indian students is excursion to our Kungur ice cave. It's a karst cave with ice formations. It's very popular touristic landmark, and it was found in 18th century, as I remember, and usually Indian students like it so much because it's full of ice and it's very beautiful and very picturesque. The second bus tour where we went with our students, it was it's called Hokhlovka in Russian. So there, like it's architectural and ethnographic open air museum in the Urals. It's very beautiful and it's very huge and has a picturesque view of this place. So what else? We have also a bus tour for Stone, called Stone City. Stone City, and the second name is the Devil's Side, and it's very, very beautiful because of different like design of stones, and one of design is design of turtle. So like if you will come here, you're welcome for sure, and we'll provide all these excursions for you.
Thank you so much. So students, when you reach Perm State Medical University in your initial years, in your initial time, how the university helps you. University will provide you with the city tours where you will get to see of, I don't know, like, first of all, they will provide you a tour of all the university buildings and hostels. So where the particular buildings are located and where the hostels are located and how to reach your classes from your hostels. So I think that is a very basic thing which not all universities are providing, but Perm State Medical University, as they say, they consider you as a family member. So they will first of all show you all the hostels and locations of academic buildings where you will be going for your classes. Secondly, they will also be taking you to a tour of various places of the city. Suppose the shopping malls where you need to go for your daily shopping, or some particular restaurants, or some particular shops where you need to go to buy items of your necessities, right? And they will also take you on excursions, on tours of various places in and around Perm City. May it be some natural wonders like some caves, the ice caves that are present in Perm, maybe museums, which will be very interesting for you. So Perm State Medical University, they are very active in providing you with all the information that they can, not only in the medical studies, but for your overall development regarding Perm State, Perm City, and the various tourist places that are present in the city. So thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you for the information. And apart from that, students nowadays are very much active in conducting scientific activities. So do you have any facility for where the students can take part in different scientific research programs? If yes, so how can they participate in those programs?
Good afternoon, our dear future students, parents of our dear future students. First of all, thank you for your question, because science is one of the most important part of students' life. And for the second, I must tell you that our university is not just only educational center and is not just only international educational center. It's also one of the most important scientific centers in our country. So therefore, each student in each course can take part in different scientific works at each department of our university, because each department of our university has its scientific students society, and each student can visit conference of this students society and can perform different scientific projects with their professors and teachers. So the most famous scientific societies of our university are student scientific societies of departments of cardiovascular surgery, department of neurology, department of therapy, and department of medical rehabilitation also. So each student can publish his thesis in our scientific journal, and in each April, each student can take part in competition of scientific works of our students. So we are really happy to work with you in our scientific work. Coming soon.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So, like other universities of Russia, like Perm State Medical University, they also have a student scientific society in all the departments. But in Perm State Medical University, focus is given so that the students, they join these societies, and not just for the name of it. You can also engage in various research programs. You can participate in conferences. You can publish your own thesis. The Perm State Medical University has their own scientific journal, and you can publish your thesis in those scientific journals. So you can also take part in various competitions, and many of the students I know from Perm State Medical University who have got international accreditation, right? From Taiwan also, one student, Indian student, he got a recognition. So all the Indian students, while you are studying MBBS in Perm State Medical University, you have ample amount of opportunities to engage yourself in research programs and take part in all those scientific works in all the departments. So they have student scientific society in all the departments, and you can actively take part in your research programs. So thank you, sir, for your answer. And one more thing, right now in India, amongst Indian students, it is attracting a lot of students is your simulation center. We have heard a lot of things about your simulation center, that it is of a world-class facility. You have robotics, which no other university in Russia has. So can you just explain me what type of extraordinary things you have in your practical training programs for our Indian students? Because our students, they think that only theory will be taught to them, but what extraordinary things you have in your practical training of Indian students in your university?
Yeah, we have very big, well-developed simulation center in our university, where there are lots of different equipment. What does it mean? Sometimes students can be afraid of making some procedures. For example, it's not so easy to just take patient and give him injection. Patient can be afraid and student can be afraid. but we have special equipment for this procedure. So students can train themselves, make injections first just in some kind of robot, and after they can make injection to real patients only. The same with making a diagnosis. Sometimes it's difficult for students to talk with patients. They should talk in Russian language, and sometimes they just afraid to talk with the Russian patients. We have special equipment which looks like a real person that can answer questions, reply, and students can talk with this person, with this robot. He has name of Russian man, and make a diagnosis of this patient. And there are lots of interesting things in this simulation center. And he made a small video, small excursion in this center. So I think you can find this video and look it. I think it was really interesting event. And if you don't mind, I want to add some points about previous questions. Just 5 minutes ago, we read our newspaper with our colleagues. It's our university newspaper. And in this newspaper now there are two big pages about our Indian students. And in these 2 pages, you can find in one newspaper just different articles. One article was about scientific life of our students. And there were information about departments and opinion of students about their scientific researches. Second article was about Day of Independence Day of India that we celebrated the same as Holi and Diwali in our university. Also there were articles about life of our students, their life here in summer, and many students wrote that their summer in Perm were even better than summer in India. They had time for studying, they had time for some extracurricular activities, and so on. So we are waiting for all students here in Perm State Medical University, and we are glad to meet them.
Thank you so much. So yes, students, you will have ample amount of practical knowledge when you go to Perm State Medical University. And it is a correct approach that before conducting any procedures on live patients, it is always better to practice. And Perm State Medical University has an excellent simulation center where you will get mannequins and robots on which you can give your injections, you can do various procedures before you go to the clinics. And like sometimes students are also shy while talking to the patients. So they also have a special robot, Yuri. It is a Russian name. So you can talk to that robot. You can like a patient. It will also mimic all the symptoms of a particular disease, and you can talk to them as a patient, and they will give you answers. So it is a very good technique. It is a very good I would say methodological training that a student will get when they study in Perm State Medical University, that before going to clinics and talking to the patients and conducting various procedures on the patients, you are first of all exposed to all those procedures on robots, where you can go and conduct all those procedures, and then you can go in the clinics with ample amount of practical knowledge. And as ma'am has told, Perm State Medical University has a newspaper which regularly publishes the student life, the scientific programs that they are participating in, and in general about students, how they like Russian summer. So this year, as you all know, due to this COVID situation, many students did not come to India because of travel restrictions, and they are staying in Perm State Medical University, and they have told us about their experience of Russian summers. Yes, there are summers in Russia, and they are almost same like India. And also Perm State Medical University, along with their Indian students, celebrated Indian Independence Day. And that is also been featured in the newspaper of Perm State Medical University. So I would like to thank you all, the collective of International Students Department of Perm State Medical University, to the head, specifically Cherkasova Vera Georgievna, for sparing time and answering all the questions and addressing all the doubts of our Indian students. And on behalf of Rus Education, on behalf of all the students and parents who are currently seeing or viewing this program, or in future who will be seeing this program, I would like to thank you all for sparing your time and addressing all the doubts and questions of our Indian students. So yes, students, you are always welcome to study MBBS at Perm State Medical University, a university which considers you not as a student, but as a member of their own family. At Perm State Medical University, you get ample opportunities ranging from excellent education, international collaborations, extracurricular activities, cultural activities, research programs, high-end technology. You say and you get that facility in Perm State Medical University, ranging from good hostels for your comfortable stay to Indian food in the hostels, and excellent education and opportunities for your research programs to become a good doctor and a good human being. So once again, I would like to thank all the members of the International Students Department, and I would like to thank all the students and parents who have joined us today for this session. I hope we were able to give answers to all your questions. In case you have any doubts, you can reach Rus Education at our student helpline number 1800-833-3338, or you can visit our website www.ruseducation.in and locate your nearest office and contact our counselors for clearing all your doubts or confirming your admissions. So thank you. I wish everyone good health in these tough times. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and you have a great day ahead. Thanks a lot. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.